We, in turn, are the ones who shape it in her. Friends, I want to emphasize this. If we use ignoring, only total ignoring works. So after how much time did the girl get in touch? You're probably curious about that. So the girl got in touch after 2 months. At this stage, it's very important to distinguish between an emotional outburst and a genuine, real, sincere desire for reconciliation. Why is that? What's the difference? There are situations when, for example, that guy from her work just dumped her and left her. She loves him and she just needs someone to cry on, and that someone is us, right? And if at this stage we get back in touch, well, the relationship might resume for a while, but then everything will go downhill again. She needs to regret it 1,000 times over. That's why to her first calls, we also didn't respond. And to any text, like if she says she misses us or says, I'm sorry, we also don't reply. We need, let's say, to look at the pattern of her actions. In our case, what happened was that on the first day, there were calls and text messages, and the next day, the girl came to the man's house. The man starts writing, Maxim, what should I do? My car is in the yard, she saw it. The lights are on, she definitely saw that. She knows I'm home. Should I open the door or not? In this case, we decided to open the door. Why? Because we shouldn't push the girl away that strongly. And when the man later told me about it, the girl apologized. I told him, listen to her, if she apologizes, you should, let's say, give her a little reward. Tell her she did well to decide to make up with you. And well, basically that's the ending, but I told the story briefly. There were actually a lot of different nuances in it, right? Behind the apparent simplicity, in reality, there is understanding, experience, and certain knowledge. And let's put it this way. During those 2 months, well, it turned out to be a bit more than 2 months. We weren't just sitting around doing nothing. Friends, if a man just sits around waiting, crossing off days on the calendar, sitting and worrying, nothing will work out. Even if we somehow manage to get the girl back, in the end, everything will just keep going in circles. She'll leave again, just like before, and she'll lose interest again. Just as she did previously, it's a cycle that seems almost impossible to break. That's why, as I say in every video, it's important for a man to build a foundation. Every day I get messages saying, Maxim, what should I do, right? Sometimes I get a long message, at best a long text, and sometimes even voice messages that are 20 minutes long, always one question, what should I do? As if one single action from our side will solve the problem.